Hi guys, it's me again. Thank you for coming along. This is our third video at Spiro Wars, and today I'm going to be talking about mercury removal. So unfortunately I haven't been able to bring you a video for the last week or so because I have been really sick, like struggling with terrible nausea and a lot of other kind of muscular symptoms. I've had a lot of trigger points coming back, particularly around my shoulders and around my ribs, so I've been getting a lot of what's called costochondritis pains. So I've generally been a little bit miserable, and I've had a bit of a head cold on top of that, so with that as well it's just made me yeah, just really sick, feeling really rough. Fortunately, I went on Facebook today and I found there was a whole thread on one of the line pages that I follow with someone saying, "Oh my god, I just have constant nausea. Is this just me? What's going on?" And so many people chimed in and said, "Oh my god, I get nausea all the time. It's just like a constant thing." And it was quite a reassuring thing really to see so many other people, whilst it is obviously it's really sad, it was actually a really reassuring thing for me to see that so many other people have nausea. It's been something that's been plaguing me certainly since January of 2015. It's been over a year of pretty much constant nausea, but this week it's just been one of those weeks where I'm just like, oh my god, I just want to kill myself because I've just had enough. I've really just like, I'm fed up of feeling sick all the time. So yesterday that kind of came to a halt. But you know, today I do feel a lot better. As you can see, I've glammed myself up. I have actually put some makeup on for you guys today because I looked in the mirror and did actually look like death. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try and make myself look kind of normal. But obviously this is one of the issues with any of these autoimmune diseases, is that anyone who's watching this right now who doesn't have an autoimmune disease would probably go, "Oh my god, she looks okay, you know, look, she looks really chatty and funny and she's having a great time." But no, I'm absolutely just like rife with sickness and spend most of my time just walking around the house just going, "Oh my god, please someone help me." So for any of you guys who are dealing with nausea at the moment, you know, whilst these remedies don't completely make the nausea go away, I've found a few things that really help. I've been having fresh ginger and fresh turmeric in my tea. So I grate it up and then put it in one of those little kind of tea bag things, you know, the metal kind of tea things, I can't remember the name for them, and then put it in with the boiling water. On top of that, I've been adding some lemon, which is fantastic to give you a really good sort of vitamin C kick. And also, yesterday I said to my husband, "You know what, can you put me some chili in there?" So he's got a fantastic chili paste, like it's in a jar that we bought from our local market. This guy has these fantastic chilies, a huge variety of chilies that he sells, and he has this fantastic sort of sauce, and Duncan put some of that into my drink and it was like, whoa man, it completely blew my head off and it was amazing. Just for this head cold, just to try and shift that as well. But I found that drinking the tea last night whilst I was lying on the sofa watching telly, it really helped to just kind of soothe my stomach. You wouldn't think the chilies would do that, but it kind of does. It's the same goes for the acidity in the lemon. You wouldn't think that something like that would agree with you, but I actually find that it really does help and really works as a fantastic form of distraction. So today we're going to be talking about mercury fillings because tomorrow I am off to the dentist. Woo! Don't we all just love going to the dentists? I seem to spend half my life at the dentist's having various procedures done, and this month I have got 4 appointments. Yeah, I'm literally going to be living in Avignon. I might as well just sort of set up camp there because we're going to be going back every single week, and I'm going to be having my mercury fillings removed. So you might be saying, oh my god, she looks too young to have mercury fillings. Well, I hope you're kind of saying that. Not that I think I look very young, but, but hopefully. Yeah, I'm 36 years old. Oh no, I'm 36 in April, sorry. And I'm 35. That's the fibro fog coming in there. And 35 years old, and you know, I have a mouth full of silver fillings. When I started investigating the root canal business that I talked about on the first episode, which we'll be talking about more in the future, you know, I came across the whole mercury fillings business, and it was like, oh yeah, you know, if you have silver fillings, these are actually mercury amalgam fillings. And I was really surprised at this, because I naturally just thought, you know, I was born in 1980. This stuff is like a Victorian kind of practice. You know, no one uses mercury fillings, surely. They're like way, way back. But no, these types of fillings have been used up until very recently. They're still legal in a lot of places. So the mercury, for me, it was like, as soon as I kind of read, well, these silver fillings do have mercury in them, it really surprised me, because I was there going, well, you know, the first thing one of the first things you learn at school, you know, seeing the mercury, you go, oh my god, that's so cool, that's an amazing thing. And then they go, well, it's actually very, very poisonous, you can't touch it, it's an incredibly toxic metal. So as soon as you hear, well, they put this mercury into fillings, and this is still happening in parts of the world, you go, wait a minute, are you putting this in your body? Is that okay? I thought it was kind of crazy, so I started doing my research into it, and came across a gentleman called Hal Huggins, who came up with the Hal Huggins protocol for mercury filling removal. And this gentleman died in 2014. Age 77, and he was kind of the dawn of holistic dentists, and dedicated his whole life to studying dentistry from this sort of holistic point of view. And there is a fantastic website, which is, let me just have a look for you. Yeah, it's called Huggins Applied Healing. That's Huggins, Huggins, HugginsAppliedHealing.com. And there is lots of amazing information on there, all about mercury fillings, how they affect people with autoimmune diseases, you know, and the protocol, what you need to do when you have these fillings removed. So today what I'm just going to explain is just really briefly, you know, why this is relevant for us guys with autoimmune diseases, and what we should be doing to help ourselves. So, sorry, excuse me, I am really, really sniffly, so if I'm sniffing away, I do apologise. I will blow my nose in a minute. So, with the immune system, what we have is, you know, these little soldiers, and they're trundling around our system. They're the white blood cells that we have, and they go around our system, and they are fighting anything that they you know, they don't recognize. So if you've got any sort of foreign invaders, any infection, bacteria, they are looking at it and going, we don't like him, and that's it. They are there fighting everything off. And the problem with the mercury is that it attaches itself to our cells. And it will attach itself to any kinds of cells, and this is one of the main problems, is that, you know, whether it's a cell in your brain, or whether it's in your kidneys, obviously all your blood cells, it will attach itself to it. So what happens with the immune system is that these little soldiers who are there to look after us, when they see a mercury cell attached to another cell, it's looking at it going, I don't recognize it, I don't know what's going on. So essentially the code of the cell has changed. So these poor little soldiers trying to do their job, they're programmed to go, no, that's an imposter, because they're confused. So what happens is this concept of the autoimmune disease, where the immune system turns on itself, turns onto our own cells within our bodies and starts to fight itself. That is kind of where this comes from, and it kind of explains it a little bit more. I can start to visualize these things. So you can see any of the cells in the body can be attacked by the mercury, and then we get attacked by our own immune system. So it's pretty tough for us to deal with this, because we're essentially attacking ourselves. So the mercury, the problem with having it in our teeth, in our fillings, is also that it has such easy access into our system. So the mercury can go into the system either through inhalation, because mercury actually releases a gas as well, so it can go into the lungs, into the respiratory system, and then enter the bloodstream from there. Or it can be swallowed. So as you're chewing, the mercury is released into the system, and then you swallow it. And also through your cheeks. The tissue on the inside of the cheeks and also under the tongue is very good for absorbing things. I'm sure so many of you guys have, had kind of medication that you put under the tongue, any sort of supplements and stuff like that. So that is another easy way for it to be absorbed into the system. And then what happens is mercury, very much like the spirochetes that we were talking about before, it easily travels around the system, so it really can get into many different areas of the body and cause all manner of different problems. So if it travels to your liver or to your kidneys, it's going to create an issue, around that system, that part of your system. So giving you liver issues, detoxing issues, the same with the kidneys. So some of you may know this, but mercury is linked to many different conditions. There's been many studies on people with Alzheimer's, with MS. It can lead to gastrointestinal problems, IBS, reproductive disorders, and many different allergies. And this guy Hal Huggins, that's what he spent his life doing, was actually researching his patients, his dental patients, and collating information about his patients and how he thought that the mercury was actually affecting them. He also said that mercury is also present in pregnant women, and it's shown to cause mercury accumulation in the brain and the kidneys, and the liver in fetuses, and also it can be passed on through breast milk to their child. The good news is I have some stats here, and I have a recent study in the Journal of Orthomolecular Medicine showed that the removal of mercury amalgams in 118 subjects showed an 80% reduction of symptoms immediately. That's an amazing thing. And it took, after that, 6 to 12 months, only 6 to 12 months for the symptoms to completely disappear. So for many people, they were getting affected by all the same symptoms that so many of us are having to tackle at the moment. Chronic fatigue, muscular pain, spasms, headaches, all the usual suspects. These were shown to be reduced dramatically. So I think we kind of figured out that these mercury fillings are no good. So if you do have mercury fillings at the moment, I would say that that is your first port of call to have these taken out. Now what I need you to do, if that's what you want to do, is go to a biologic or a holistic dentist. These guys are specially trained in this area to remove them properly, because as they are being removed, they're creating more gases as they come out, so that it's actually, it's quite a complicated procedure to have done. But what I recommend for you is to go on the Hal Huggins website, and you can just Google his name and find there's so much information out there about him. I'm using him today as a reference point because he was the kind of the dawn of this area of study. But you can find so many other people. If you want to cross-reference this stuff, there are so many people out there who are talking about the toxicity of mercury fillings. It's like, it's not just one kind of quack guy. There's loads of people talking about this stuff out there. So please, please, please do your own research and cross-reference this stuff so that you are confident that this is going to make a difference to you. I know it's going to make a difference to me. It's like, it's going to cost me a lot of money. It's going to cost me like 800 euros to go and get this stuff done. But I am very, very, very confident that I know it's going to make a massive difference to me getting better. For so many of us, it's like we have a list of things that we're going through and we are ticking them off the list. The thing that I see on Facebook day after day after day is, why am I not getting better? Why am I not getting better? And it's because, unfortunately, we have just been hit with so many things that are designed to make us sick. That's it. Last year I had my root canals removed. That was it. I got my big gap here. I got my fake tooth at the front, which, we're all good friends here. Look, it's a fake tooth. Don't share that with anyone. Okay, so, I've got these big gaps in my teeth. I've got one more root canal, which the dentist, the holistic dentist that I've been to see, he says, you're fine. It's cool. It doesn't look infected. Well, you know what? The other dentist that I went to see, he said the same about this front tooth. And when I begged another dentist to take it out, do you know what happened? It came out black. So just because your dentist is saying, oh, we think that root canal is okay, I don't trust any of them anymore. It's really, really sad, but I think for so many of us guys with Lyme, with fibromyalgia, with MS, we don't trust doctors, we don't trust dentists either. So it's down to you to trust your own gut instinct, and that's it. For me, I have one more root canal left, and I'm like, I've got to get this bad boy out. It's got to go, because I have to be sure, as long as I'm still sick, as long as I'm still in pain, I got to go through this checklist and go, okay, root canals done. They cannot be causing me any more problems. Mercury fillings done. So when I come back and go, okay, I've got my protocol. I'm taking a herbal protocol at the moment. It's called the Buchner. I'm not sure if that is actually how you pronounce it. But it's spelled B-U-H-N-E-R, Buchner protocol. I'm following that protocol at the moment. So once all these mercury fillings have gone, I can go, okay, well, the bacteria that's in my body will no longer be helped by this mercury. And that's essentially what's going on. It's like, I'll be talking more about spirochetes on another day, but essentially the mercury helps the spirochetes. They use it as a kind of little shield. It's like, ha ha ha, you can't get me. The immune system is there trying to fight the spirochetes, but they actually use the mercury as a shield. So it's another really great reason for me to get rid of them. But once I've gone through this list and gone, okay, that's the root canals, that's the mercury done, we have to look at all the other areas and go, what can we improve upon to help our immune system? It's all about getting this immune system back on track, getting the balance right. And we're going to be looking another day at all the things that we can do. I'm going to be going through all the natural antibiotics that I use at the moment, because the health system is an absolute joke and I cannot get help from anyone. It's just impossible. So many people on Facebook who I'm in touch with, when you start to use doxycycline anyway, if that's what the doctor gives you, there are so many bad reactions to it. It's like, I took doxycycline last year and it just made me vomit instantly. Literally, it was like 10 minutes later. Horrific. So we're going to be looking at natural protocols, but also we're going to be looking at diet. We're going to look at exercise and other supplements that we're going to help to improve our immune systems. So we've got so much more to talk about, but today I just wanted to say hi to you guys. I wanted to say that I hadn't forgotten about you, and I'm really sorry. I've been really, really sick, but I'm still thinking of you, and I'm still collating all the information that I have. And we're going to work on this. We're going to get there. And I would love any of you guys to put some comments in the section below. I want you to say hi, and I want you to tell me what is going on with you. I want you to tell me about your fillings, and I want you to tell me about your root canals. because you know we need to collate this information, and it's very, very important. The thing that I find as a recurring theme is that people with Lyme disease often have had many root canal procedures and have fillings as well. So I need this information, so if you can please just drop me a couple of lines below, that would be amazing. And please share this video with your friends. The more we share this information and get it out there, the more we can help each other, and that is the priority. Okay, cool. Okay guys, brilliant. Wish me luck tomorrow. I'm really not looking forward to it. But you know, we're going to be one step further to getting this body nice and clean and healthy again, and we are going to get well. I promise you, we're all going to get well. Okay, brilliant. See you soon.